Yep. They're a little dirty. That's next week's video. Make sure you check out next week's video. Big Bend, Texas. That's all I want to say. Tonight's video. Kawasaki KLX 300 and the new Kawasaki KLR 650. Which is the better option? Well, I think, in my opinion, the KLX 300 is a better bike. Lighter equals more fun. What do you think? Stick around. Coming up next. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. What a great week. It was absolutely fantastic this week. If you can tell, I haven't been able to shave. I'm a little rough looking. That's because we just got back from Big Bend, Texas. Went and saw Jay Masterson down there, Mr. Super B. Video coming next week. I'm trying to compile everything together. We've got about a half a terabyte of video footage. I'm trying to compress down into just enough footage that you don't yell at me saying that the video is too long, but this is a ride, so it is going to take a little bit, but please check out next week's Friday video. It's going to be really kind of a cool video, I think, to show a lot of people what it's like to dual sport, to get out and really see this wonderful country of ours. Next, don't forget, need any gear, right up there. That's our store, helps us out, amazon.com/shop/690ADV. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out with YouTube, and click that bell so you're notified on everything. Other than that, let's get on with the Friday video. Tonight we're going to talk about Kawasaki and why I feel, in all honesty, that the KLX 300 is probably a little bit better option overall for the KLR 650 that just came out, because Kawasaki, they gave us two new flavors of dual sports that I actually feel you can travel on. Now, I know they gave us more, but I think the 300 and the 650 is probably the two best bikes that are out there coming into 2021. But I really think that the 300 is a better option. I really, really honestly do. Why? You're going to have to watch the whole video to understand why I feel. And I like both bikes. I really think that they're great. Both bikes are really, really good dual sports, but I just feel that the 300 is probably a better option than the 650 for new riders that are out there. And I know I'm going to get comments saying, hey bro, you know that the KLR 650 and the KLX 300, they're two totally different bikes. Yeah, you're right. Sorta. And let me tell you why. Because motorcycles are tools. Understand that. And if I can ever educate anybody on this, that motorcycles are tools, they are made to do a job. And they're made to do a job that is for the rider. And I'm talking like new riders, intermediate riders. I think that's why I feel that the 300 is a better bike. Let me tell you why. KLR 650 is coming out and it's great. It looks cool. I wish it never was discontinued. But here's why I think it's a problem for new riders. It comes in at a whopping 456 pounds, give or take a few pounds, and the KLX comes in at 308 pounds. That's a difference of 148 pounds. Libs. That's a lot of weight. So I hate to break the news to a lot of riders that are out there. You know, I've had a lot of guys that talk about adventure riding and packing gear and doing all these things and getting off road and doing the stuff. I don't see a lot of riders out there with gear on the KLR 650 and doing some real technical stuff. There are guys, I'm not saying all guys, I'm just saying, but most guys say that. Now, fuel capacity, the KLR 650 is probably the king of all dual sports. Coming in at 6 basically gallons of fuel, and the KLX only has about 2 gallons of fuel. You know, the KLR is definitely going to do more miles. I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, what does that come in at? More weight. Weight really is a really big deal whenever you're doing stuff. So when you're coming in at 456 pounds with fuel, and I'm not even sure if that's a wet weight, I mean, the KLX is going to do 200 plus miles if you add 1 gallon Rotopacks on the back. I have it on my CRF. We just got done doing Big Bend. We never had any fuel problems, and we were punching down 100 to 175 miles per day, and that's off-road. And out there, it's pretty desolate. Highway riding. I've owned 2 KLR 650s. They're not bad. you got to make some adjustments to kind of make it. But all bikes, in all honesty, and I'll be real with you because I've been doing this a really long time, they all suck. They're not great. You have to make adjustments to get those bikes actually work for you. It's all mindset. It's going to be right up here in your brain to actually do it. They'll do the highway, the KLR 650, but the older KLR 650s, now the newer ones are a whole lot better with that actual counterbalancer and all that type of stuff, makes it a much smoother ride, plus the engine, the way that they set it up, it actually revs a lot better. But those older ones, around 80 miles an hour, they feel like they're gonna blow up. They're super, super loud, and they're brutal, and a 5-speed, not so much, but they will do it, make no mistake. Now, with the KLX 300 in a 6-speed, it'll cruise probably somewhere around 70 miles an hour, and that's perfect. It's not a race, man, to get to where you're going. So overall, I think that the KLX 300 is a better highway bike, only because it's going to be a little bit lighter than the KLR 650, and it's going to hold a little less, so it's going to make it a lot easier to maneuver that bike around. Now, off-road. This is where a lot of things are going to change. This is where the two bikes will separate. And I don't want to hear anybody tell me about the KLR 650. I've had it through some of the roughest stuff that's out there that America could give to us. It'll do it. It just doesn't do it great. Make no mistake about it. That's why I have a KTM 690 Enduro R. It's for that reason. And I also have a CRF 250. Like I said, we just got back. That CRF does a great job. I'm not talking about that, but that KLX is very similar to the 250L and the new 300 Honda that just came out. So off-road, which one's going to do better? Really, in all honesty, the KLX is going to probably beat the KLR hands down. It's not even going to be a challenge because the difference in weight is over 150 pounds, you know, and that's without any gear on. So if you're loading that bike up and you're traveling, I'm going to be honest with you, I've done it both ways. It's tough on a KLR 650. She's a big giant pig. She'll do the business, but that KLX 300, I'll promise you, with the same gear on there, it's going to be a whole lot easier. And guess what? If you drop that bike, you don't need your buddy there to help you pick it up. Now, adventure traveling. That's where it gets real finicky for me. I think that the KLR 650 for a long tour adventuring bike is a better option than the KLX 300. But I'm talking most people that get out and do it don't do much more than about 5 to 7 days traveling on their bikes. And I think that the KLX 300 will shine better than that. You tell me down below what you think. I really think that the KLX overall on a short run is definitely better than the KLR 650, especially when they're stripped down. If you want to get out and go play off-road and the technical stuff, hands down, KLX 300. The winning point for me is the KLR comes in at $6,699 for the base model. It's really not bad. KLX comes in at $5,599. Starting at about $1,100 difference, you can get a lot of gear for $1,100. So in reality, if your goal is to do some light adventure traveling and stuff like that, you could deck that KLX 300 out for the price of a base model KLR 650. So I think in reality, overall, dimes to dollars, I think the KLX 300 is a better option than KLR 650. That way you can get it loaded out for about the same price as a KLR. You tell me down below on what you think. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking maybe, hey, you know what, Joe? You're bashing the KLR 650. No, I'm not. I love the KLR. I think it's great. It's been around forever. The military used it for I can't count how many years. I just think for guys that want to get out and do the business, really do the business, and have fun with a light bike that can actually pack gear on the back, it's got plenty of power, it can do the highway, it can do the dirt, you can pick it up yourself, and for the money, the KLX hands down, it's a better bike. You tell me what you think down there in the comments section. Again, I'm Joe, 690ADB. Check out next week's video. It's going to be on Big Bend, Texas, and actually getting out and doing some adventure traveling, and it shows you how amazing it is to get out and have a little fun on these bikes. Now, again, there's our store right up there. If you need anything, please stop at the store and pick stuff up. It helps us out. We get little nuggets of money. It's not a whole lot. It doesn't really pay for much of this stuff. And don't forget, hit that subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. And hey, get out and ride. And if you have any questions, 690adb@gmail.com. anytime, man, I'll hit you up. I've been out of Comunicano for a little bit. That's only because I've been adventure traveling. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much. 690 out.